So we can ride on board with Patrick Mortell for the start then of the final Toyota MR2 race of the day, and it's a pretty even start from most of the people around him, though a reasonable start. I think it's from Matt Palmer there from the I think 5th on the grid as they head in. Squeezing right in.
So Hinson on the back foot losing pace
on the inside line, get past Paul Hudson and past Patrick Mortell. We can ride back on board with Mortell. He follows Connor Hambleton up the hill for the first time. 13 minutes plus 1 lap as always for the 750 Motor Club Toyota MR2 Championship. Onto the brake for Park Corner then, and it's still Hefford that leads the way. The second position is Gambit with Paul Hinson right behind him, the champion race winner this year. Paul Hinson, 4th position there. I think that's Matt Palmer. As they come through, there is Ben Rowe. He runs in 6th just ahead of Connor Hambleton. Patrick Mortell there as well. As the corner marker goes flying up in the air, as the rest of the pack come through the gooseneck for the first time. And then the cars head into Mansfield on board now with Michael Nicholls. He follows Barry Wilshire as he runs out wide there over Mansfield over the grass. And now we head down towards Mountain Bottom. The MR2 Mark 2 just getting the way down the straight, then the Mark 3 much later on the brakes of Michael Nicholls all over the back of Barry Wilshire as they head through the mountain, then over the top they go. They will go into Hall Bends first time. Long queue of cars here, just following Wilshire around Hall Bends at the moment, clipping each curb and then slowing the car right down in front of Mortell, trying to attack Hambleton, couldn't find a way through though. So go into sunlight briefly before going back in towards the shade again as they head into Barn Corner, then onto the start and finish line to complete the first lap of the race. We'll probably get 9 laps in as we have done in the other 2 races here in the MR2. So they head down into Charlie's into Coppice leaders into Charlie's though. Top 2 getting away, and Matt Palmer's now found a way past Lee Gambell. Third, there's 7th for Connor Hambleton ahead of Patrick Mortell. Hudson just behind them. They head onto the Park Straight now then, with Paul Hudson that was there behind him, and now Hambleton being attacked by Mortell. Mortell going around the outside for Park Corner in front. Ben Rowe I think gains a position there, and Hambleton managed to stay in front of Mortell then. Now they exit Park Corner, go down to Chris Kerr, but Mortell trying to attack once again, the championship organiser. They've also broke motorsports in front. Ben Rowe going side by side with Clive. The positions, he's up to 5th now as they head to Gooseneck. Mortell all over the back of Hambleton as they head down towards bending from Hamilton and attacking at the same time, trying to get his position back from Ben Rowe, but he's getting away now. So Rowe in 5th, and now Mortell running in 8th, trying to find a way past Carl Hamilton. He looks inside, then the outside, going down towards Mountain Bottom. Can't find a way through on this occasion, so he'll probably have to stay behind him now for the next call. Hall Bends. Mortell having a look, and then he decided last second he's not going to get through, so he follows Hambleton on the racing line. Ben Rowe really getting away from this scrap now. He runs in 5th position in this race. Ben Rowe had a poor weekend at Silverstone to start off the year, but now started to get some good results. He's had a couple of 5ths, once at Brands Hatch and one earlier on today. So that's where he's running now, down towards let's go through Charlie's top 2 absolutely together. Guy Hefford and Paul Hinson. Battle here between Fit. Then we got Patrick Mortell as a good run off the corner one way, then goes the other, and Connor Hambleton defending each side again. He goes the other side, and Hambleton kept weaving down the straight, so it's now the outside line. Mortell tries to squeeze the car on the outside line, couldn't find a way through though. Exit Park Corner was all over the grass there. They managed to keep the car together, so the lead is back. And now we've got Ben Rowe. He's right behind Lee Gambell, can't find a way through at the moment. Right on board with Ben Rowe for the first time in this race. He's to Lee Gambell. This will be 4th. It will be the best result for him of the year if he can find a way through. So head down towards Mountain Bottom. He's not going to find a way past it. Change the corner. About 8 minutes plus 1 lap to go in this race. We head over the top left hand side, then into Hall Bends we go. And Campbell just starts gap to Rowe as we get onto the brake for the hairpin. Head down towards Barn Corner. Ben Rowe manages to get this position, there'll be no more. To this gap because Charlie's got peppered for the lead as they Charlie yet. Then here comes Hamilton still under pressure. Mortell right through into Park Corner for and Hefford continues to
There's a car right behind those two as well who wants to get involved in the battle. Probably 3 abreast ahead of Park is a bit too much of an ask because you ain't all going to get through.
Taps of a
behind, I think sensibly just deciding discretion is the better part of balance.
Good result. That race. Mortell's
ahead of the order, but only a car between them as they break from Mansfield. Guy Hefford under stir pressure here from Park.
Who runs in 11th with the open. Ben Rowe still attacking. They head over the top now. Ben Rowe almost on the grass over the top of the mountain there. So they slowly cut those hammer down into the hairpin, and he still hasn't found. Race his best lap at 1:48.8. That compares to Ben Rowe. Into Charlie. Not quite close enough to Hefford to have a go, but he's getting closer. And Matt Palmer really closing them both in now. First time I think Matt Palmer's been to Cadwell Park, and he's improving every lap he goes around the circuit. He's qualifying, he's well down the pack, but now he's on the pace of the leaders and actually lapping quicker than both of them. Michael Nicholls heads through Charlie's, trying to close in the cars in front. Into Park Corner come the leaders, so Guy Hefford just ahead of Paul Hinson. Guy Hefford's had a win at Brands Hatch, had a couple of seconds this year. Third and a fourth, but a non-finish at one of the races at Brands Hatch. So he'll be hoping to get his first win of the year in this race. Out of Chris Curve comes the battle for fourth. Ben Rowe still there in the fifth, just ahead of Clive Morfitt. Instead of attacking, he's now defending because Morfitt right behind. Michael Patrick Mortell starting to get away from Connor Hamilton. Michael Nicholls closed up on Barry Wilshire. He runs out wide out the gooseneck all over the grass, but he brings it all back together. Now he's onto the Mark III's best part of the circuit, going down towards the mountain, then through Hall Bends. The Mark III car much quicker than the Mark II's. Which one's the brake? Goes Michael Nicholls. This is one of his best races of the year as well. Of course, he's battling for the Class C Championship. He hasn't won a race in the Class C Championship yet. He's had 3 seconds and 2/3. But this race, we'll see. At least he finished a race victory in the class. He's hoping to get himself into the top 10 overall. Would be a good result. 10th position at the moment is Barry Wilshire's ahead through Barn Corner. Wilshire still in front. As they head down onto the start line again, top 3 together into Charlie's. Guy Hefford, Paul Hinson have both been closed up by Matt Palmer as they head now down out to Charlie's. Matt Palmer won the live TV race day at Castle Combe a few weeks ago. But of course that was a non-championship race. Into Charlie's, trying to come round the outside is Ben Rowe. This is the battle for 4th position, trying to get past Gambell, who's now holding it all up. Patrick Mortell starting to close them in as well. As they head onto the Park Straight. Leaders at the end of the straight, and Paul Hinson dives up on the inside. And is he going to find a way past Guy Hefford? Not yet. So Hefford still leads. Hinson now under pressure from Matt Palmer after that dive. He lost a bit of time, so now Palmer trying to get that 2nd position away from the championship leader. As they head down into the gooseneck. One person not taking part in this race because he's had his 2 races of the weekend already is George Robinson, who had 2 wins here this weekend. So Paul Hinson really has to win this race if he wants to keep the lead of the championship. As Morfitt under lots of pressure now from Patrick Mortell. Ben Rowe's gone to the front, round the outside at Park Corner. He managed to find his way into 4th position, and he's already started to escape from this battle. Lee Gambell sitting there in 5th, Clive Morfitt 6th, and then the Rogue Motorsport car of Patrick Mortell runs in 7th position as they head down towards Mountain Bottom. Not really an easy place to pass, so as they get onto the brakes and then through the corners they go. Patrick Mortell over the top, then chasing after Clive Morfitt as he looks a little look there into Hall Bends, decides against it, gets a much tighter line there through the second part of the corner. He's right behind Lee Gambell. Ben Rowe, like I say, getting away from this battle for what is now 5th, 6th and 7th, and then into Barn Corner they go. Gambell just starting to escape, make a little gap now to Clive Morfitt. They go onto the start and finish line to complete another lap of the race. Not long to go. Now leaders all together. Matt Palmer really attacking Paul Hinson as they go through Charlie's then. The 87 car chasing a number 2 for the 2 parts of Charlie's and they chase after Guy Hevard. Michael Nicholls heads into Coppice. Barry Wilshire, they're just touching the grass on the inside. Has a huge battle in front. Connor Hamilton going side by side with somebody as they head through the Charlie's corner. They head onto the straight then. Leaders into Park Corner, really late on the brake for Paul Hinson. He dives up on the inside of Guy Hefford to take the race. To take the race. Then Matt Palmer follows him through, and now Palmer attacking Hinson for the lead. He can't quite do that though, so now Hinson leads, 2nd Palmer, 3rd is Hefford. Guy Hefford's gone 1st to 3rd in one swoop there into Park Corner. So now the free car scrap for the lead. Head for Gooseneck, but problem there for Palmer. He's losing just a small bit of time. Now here comes a gain there for Patrick Mortell. I think he's got past both cars, Gambell and past Morfitt. He's dropped behind Connor Hamilton as well, so it's all changed there in the scrap for 6th. Michael Nicholls at the back of it. Him and Barry Wilshire trying to hook themselves on the back of it. So it's Mortell from Gambell, from Hamilton, from Hudson I think now, and Morfitt. So Morfitt falls to the back, then Barry Wilshire, and ahead of Michael Nicholls as we head down to the Mountain-esses another time then. And we've got only a couple of laps to go in this one as we head over the top once again and down towards Hall Bends. This is the part of the track where the Mark III car works very well, better than the Mark II machines. So we head now up through the hairpin. Leaders are out of Charlie's. Hinson getting away from Palmer. Guy Hefford as well, losing a little bit of time to Matt Palmer. Yes, Matt Palmer has managed to make a gap to Guy Hefford, big enough to be able to hold them off, I reckon, to the end of the race. There's Ben Rowe, he's got away in 4th, and Mortell to go in after him, and they've both got away from Lee Gambell, who's ahead of Connor Hamilton. He's got a good run through Charlie. He's about a car length behind Gambell, and behind is Paul Hudson, then Clive Morfitt, Barry Wilshire and Michael Nicholls then. Matt Palmer into the gooseneck, being chased by Guy Hefford, that's 2nd and 3rd together. Meanwhile into Park Corner, and it's nose to tail here. Gambell just ahead of Hamilton, who runs out wide. That's allowed Paul Hudson up on the inside as they go through Chris Curve. The 2 cars run side by side. Morfitt there ready to pounce as well, and Hamilton just managed to edge out Paul Hudson there, so it's yellow flagged, almost looked like they were out there. Let's have a look on board with Michael Nicholls. We head down the hill. The yellow flag must have been for another reason, because big sideways right for Barry Wilshire there. That's allowed Michael Nicholls up alongside, heading down towards Mountain Bottom. The 2 cars run side by side. Can Michael Nicholls go right round the outside here? This would be a brilliant move if he can. Looks like he may well get it done, because then it goes to the inside line. Well, there's contact between the 2 cars, and Barry Wilshire slowed right down there. There's the front right, his car hit the rear left of Michael Nicholls' car. It's into Paul Bends for Nicholls, and now he can get a move on and closing this scrap in front of him. There's Hamilton, now he has to make his way on the inside of Amy Atkinson that's there, and it all gets very tight. Hamilton on the grass, so is Gambell. Hudson's got both of them. Morfitt trying to come through as well, and now Michael Nicholls squeezed up on the inside of Connor Hamilton. There's very near to contact between the 2 of them, so side by side in front, but now the Mark II should be able to pull away from Michael Nicholls. Yes, he managed to draw just about away, so it's Gambell there ahead of Morfitt just about. Morfitt trying to come around the outside. He can't do that. Hamilton trying to come in there as well. Nicholls at the back of this battle. Here they come then into Charlie's, and Barry Wilshire's closing them back in after all the confusion down the hairpin with Amy Atkinson. So Gambell leads this group of cars, and then into Park Corner they come, and it's still just about Gambell there, but here comes Clive Morfitt trying to find a way through. I think this is the last lap of the race as well to add to all the confusion. They head now onto the brakes for the gooseneck. There's Conor Hamilton, the 43, as Michael Nicholls all over the back of him. Now there definitely is yellow flags out. As they head out of the gooseneck, they go down the hill, and it's Patrick Mortell that had an off because Gambell's gone up on the inside of him. Hudson's managed to get away. Hamilton makes contact, pushes Clive Morfitt a bit wide as Morfitt allowed the door to be open now to Michael Nicholls. In front, Patrick Mortell goes up on the inside to get ahead of Lee Gambell, who locks up. Now Gambell on the inside for the second part of the mountain, and he makes contact with Mortell, who goes sideways. He managed to hold it all together. Now Gambell defends to Hamilton down to Hall Bends. Now Mortell already getting away. Paul Hudson will be pleased that he managed to be at the front of this battle and gone. So onto the hairpin for the last time. Conor Hamilton locks up on the inside of the car of Gambell. Gambell goes out wider. And then Gambell hits Conor Hamilton off the circuit at Barn Corner. And there's more contact between Gambell, and now Gambell spins the car, and so has Conor Hamilton. Both cars off there at Barn. Michael Nicholls managed to fight his way all the way through that. Paul Hinson took the win then by 2.3 seconds. Guy Hefford was right with Matthew Palmer, who finished second. Fourth to Ben Rowe. Patrick Mortell was sixth. He beat Michael Nicholls, Clive Morfitt, Barry Wilson. Timothy Heron ended up finishing 10th in all the contact down at Barn Corner. That leaves a championship lead still with Paul Hinson, but only by 4 points now to George Robinson. Third is Guy Hefford, but he can drop a 0 from Brands. In fourth is Matt Palmer, and fifth is Michael Wells.